And at Shaw, actually, our sustainability strategy is called Sustain Human Ability. That's actually what we've trademarked to really refer to our program, which really reflects on our focus of putting people at the heart of our efforts, literally, figuratively. And while we've been focused on, you mentioned resources, energy, and water, we've been focused on those since our founding more than 50 years ago. It's really true that our sustainability journey really began about 20 years ago with the invention of and introduction of our EcoWorks carpet tile product about 20 years ago, back in 1999. That product for us was our design with intention, design with the end in mind. It's really designed to be made out of safe ingredients that can be recycled back into more EcoWorks tile at the end of its life on the floor. And EcoWorks for us became our first product to go through the Cradle to Cradle product certification program. And it was not only the first flooring product of any type in the world to go through that certification, it was really the any type, not just flooring. And really for Shaw, using those cradle to cradle design principles lets us take that holistic approach that you were talking about, that high level view of all the things that are critical to us and our values, as well as our stakeholders and our customers around protecting people and protecting the planet. And so that's really 5 categories of focus for us. The first of those is material health. I mentioned it already, those safe ingredients. That's really looking at the chemistry of the ingredients that go into our products. And then we have product circularity, which is sort of today's definition of using those recycled materials and designing for recyclability at the end of a product's life. Then we have clean air and climate protection, which is about using clean renewable energy and designing products with low carbon footprints. We have water and soil stewardship, which is around natural resource protection, both water and those that would impact soil and the ecosystems around our manufacturing facilities. And then lastly, and certainly not leastly, is social fairness, which is really how are people treated throughout that entire cycle, whether that's in our supply chain, whether that's in our own operations, and all the way through the entire value chain. And so what began with just one product 20 years ago now permeates who Shaw is and how Shaw presents itself in the marketplace, both in our product development efforts, our operational efforts. So really sustainability is not just a separate thing. It's really part of who we are, everything we do. And in fact, I'm really proud to say that here we are 20 plus years later, and now 90% of the products we manufacture have achieved that same cradle to cradle certification. So it's not just, the one thing we do, it is really who we are.
Well, that is impressive. And I know that our other panelists are going to have similar stories to tell, but I'm going to let them tell them. So Sarah, we'll go right on to you, continuing with my alphabetic system here.
Absolutely. So we've been a steward of the environment for more than 100 years. Milliken and Company was founded in 1865 and actually a general store in Maine. And today we have a global company with 4 divisions that include textile, chemical, healthcare, and then floor covering. One of the most interesting things about Milliken is that 50 times a day you can come into contact with a Milliken product. That includes duct tape to make it strong and tearable, detergents, sponges, bowling balls to make them colorful, including children's paints and markers to make them washable, also sports gear, shoes and uniforms to reduce odor and improve comfort, and truly the list goes on. The first recycling policy was actually documented in 1900, and it was actually this year that we began reusing packaging and textile materials in our operations. Soon after, around 1912, we actually began utilizing hydroelectric energy to power the textile plant. We installed a wastewater treatment system back in 1962, and that was actually prior to the establishment of the EPA. And we were the first carpet manufacturer to use landfill methane gas as an energy source. So over these last couple of years, we've really been busy advancing sustainability and reducing our carbon footprint. And we're doing this in a couple different ways. One, we've launched Impact. All of our carpet tiles, LVT and inch-array tiles, are carbon neutral globally. Also increasing our use of renewable energy. Earlier this year, we actually had solar panels. Solar panels were installed at our Australia plant. Another item I'm really excited about, our pathway to reduce our carbon footprint has been approved by Science-Based Targets Initiative, or SBTI. If you're not familiar, it's actually a partnership between the Carbon Disclosure Project, the UN Global Compact, which I'm sure quite a few are aware of, World Resources Institute, and the Worldwide Fund for Nature. And SBTI defines and promotes best practice in emission reductions and net zero targets in line with climate science. They bring together a team of experts to provide companies with independent assessments and validation of targets. So we were the first flooring manufacturer to have near and long-term goals validated, and one of the first 50 companies globally. These are targets for actual reduction of all of our operations to become net zero by year 2050.
Wow. It's so great to hear how committed each of the companies are. And I know that Milliken is a little more far reaching than just floor covering, but
Yes.
it's really encouraging. So Malisa, can you please share a little bit about Mohawk's commitment?
Absolutely. So at Mohawk, innovation has always defined our business through industry changing products to processes that we continue to refine and develop. And I share that because innovation is also the driving force behind our environmental, social, and governance strategy, which is focused on creating a better tomorrow for both people and the planet. We believe that our future depends on the work that we do today, and we take this very seriously by challenging ourselves to do and be better every day. Our innovation pillars for the planet are dedicated to a climate positive future, water restoration, product circularity, and responsible sourcing. Our people pillars are focused on high performance through an inclusive environment with team members with diverse backgrounds and experiences, a zero harm workplace through robust safety programs, and a deep connection to the communities by supporting where our employees live and work. We take a holistic perspective with our ESG policies and our leadership approach to ensure that our many goals and initiatives are really deeply rooted within each of our businesses.